Hello Cancer, welcome to your April 2018 reading. This is a general reading for you, Cancerians. Also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign, so that some months that may resonate more with you than your sun sign will. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a one-on-one reading with me from there, which will be much more specific to you, as this is just a general spread for you for the month of April. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel and commenting. I really appreciate it, and I really enjoy reading comments, and I'm humbled by the response. So thank you again. So let's see what's going on in April for you. It's interesting. I mean, I've already done the spread, and it's a bit of a mixed bag with you this month. So let's get started and see how it unfolds for you. Okay, so I have here in the recent past the Palace of Swords, and the Palace of Swords to me is, you know, it's where we retreat. That's you. That's your home. That's you, your journey, your body, where you're going. And where have you been? You've been to the Palace of Swords, which means to me there's new learning, new study, development of new skills, something that is going to help you in your career. For some of you, it's an interest that you've taken on, a hobby, an interest, something that you've always wanted to learn. It could be art, it could be pottery, it could be, you know, things like that. It could actually be learning a new profession. So I feel like that's, for some of you, that's been unfolding for you. For some of you, there is an increase in communication. So there's communication over distance, over the wires, emailing, Skype, you know, that sort of thing. An increase in that communication, writing. For some of you, it is writing a book, it is writing journals, it is putting your innermost emotions down on paper, in a journal, expressing yourself in that way. So that's been going on for you in the recent past, and for some of you it could still be going on. It sort of, that will have an impact on where you're moving to through April and for the rest of the year. So it's a processing, a redefining of what you want to do, a redefining of where you're going. There's, for some of you, I want to say there's study that's come about, that's completed, and you've done well with that, and it will stand you in good stead in moving forward in the future as well. So I really like that. That's got a really nice feel to it. What that leads to, this is what's around you. This is what's going on around you. It's the Empress, and the Empress to me is abundance. It's abundance, as you can see with the harvest. It's abundance. It's new ideas. It's the birth of a new child, the birth of a child, a marriage, a commitment, fertility. It's also the birth of a new idea, the birth of a new venture, the birth of a new relationship. It's new beginnings. So it's about newness. It's about a new idea, a new business, a new invention, a new project, an actual birth of a child. Okay, and that feels really good. That feels really good. For some of you Cancerians, it is this study, this further pursuit of knowledge, this new learning that is going to be very productive for you, that is going to be very beneficial for you, that is going to help you move forward, and it is going to have really good outcomes. It is a very positive card. So it's going to mean different things for different Cancerians. Nonetheless, It's going to be positive for all of you. So that is the energy that's around you in April, which I like, and if it's, it's crossed by this, which is fabulous, it's the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is about victory, being victorious, having worked hard for something. So if it's a study, you worked hard for your, you've worked hard through it, you've really applied yourself, learning this new skill, and it's been hard slog, but you're victorious. You do well with that. You do well with that, and it stands you in good stead for moving forward into the future. Really positive cards. If it's, the completion of a study, the birth of a new business that's been a while in the making, it's been a while in the processing, the birth of a new branch of that business, or a new idea, or a new business venture, a new job, excuse me, a new job. You're going to be victorious. It's positive. So if you've got doubts about that, if you've been thinking, I don't know if I've done the right thing, I don't know how this is going to turn out, it's going to be very positive for you. You're going to reap the benefits of it. So there's no need for doubt. However, that explains this. Now that this is unfolding for me and my guides are telling me, I couldn't, given the fantastic cards that you've got, I was wondering why this. And this is the way you're feeling. This is what is underpinning this situation. It's your thoughts about it. It's your doubts. It's your insecurities that are coming to the surface, where you're feeling that you've made the wrong decision, that it's not going to be as fruitful as you thought. It's going to be difficult. It's not going to work out. How successful is this venture going to be? How successful is these choices that I've made going to be? They're your doubts. That's what I want to say to you. What I want to say to you is any insecurities, any doubts that you have are yours. They're things that you're creating, that you are. And, we sometimes can't help that. The past is what molds us. The past, past situations impact on how we perceive situations in the present. And it's things that have happened in the past, things that are underpinning what's going on now and how you think. So it's bringing up these insecurities, it's bringing up these fears, it's bringing up these doubts. But you need to be very much aware that they are yours. They are yours. They're not necessarily real at all, because it's not what is being shown in the rest of the layout. This is what is the situation underlying what's going through. So if you're not moving forward, you're holding yourself back. So you need to deal with these doubts. You need to understand that they happened in the past and that can stay in the past. Identify them and release them. So that's something that you're going to need to work through in April, okay? In April, because that's pretty positive. That's pretty positive. So bear that in mind. Okay, there's a lot of goodness that's coming out of this. You've got the Knight of Wands here, and it is about having the courage. It's interesting how this unfolds, isn't it? It's about having the courage to move forward, having the courage to pursue your passions, having the courage to pursue your dreams, your goals, where you're wanting to be in the future. Have the courage to take up that that sword and fight. Charge into the future. Just charge into the future. Don't allow your doubts to hold you back. It's time now to take action. So April is for you the time to take action, my lovely Cancerians. So you do that. Have the courage to move forward. You have the armor, you have the shield. That's your learning, that's your knowledge, that's your skill, that's your experience. Everything that's happened in the past has made you who you are today, and you're stronger than you think. So have the courage to embrace these changes, to take these opportunities with both hands and move forward with them. Move forward with them, because they will come to fruition. They will come to fruition. give it time to ripen, give it time. You know, no point picking the harvest before everything's ready to be picked. You know, if you're going to plant seedlings, there's no point pulling them to make them grow faster, because you're just going to pull them out and they're going to die. It's about being patient and waiting for the harvest to come in, okay? Because it's there. The opportunities are there to reap that. And it can be, for some of you, you know, having a child, moving the relationship onto the next level, greater commitment. You know, be patient with the process. If you're starting a new business, or there's a new invention, or there's something new that you're bringing in, be patient for the results to really take hold. If you're working in a company and you've done all this hard work, and, well, why aren't I being recognised for this? Why haven't I gotten my pay rise? Why haven't I been promoted? Be patient. Let that unfold, because it will. Okay, it will. It will all happen for you. It will all happen for you. And I feel like I want to say to you, for those of you that are moving house, that have bought a new house or a changed location, be patient. You will find what you're needing to find. Okay, and it will all fall into place for you like a puzzle. It will all just flow and fall into place. Okay, it will fall into place. Okay, this is an interesting one. The Seven of Swords. Let me see what they're saying about that. Let me see what they're saying about that. Okay, what I'm hearing here is don't be too trusting of everyone around you, because not everybody has your best interests at heart. So be mindful of the advice that you're accepting and taking on from other people, because it's not always genuine. They're looking after themselves rather than what is best for you. You're always best to follow your own inner guidance, your own feeling of what is right. Okay, just be mindful of the people around you. Be mindful of what you're going to say. If you are working for yourself and you've got a new invention, or there's a new idea or a new branch of things that you're wanting to promote, or if you're working for a company and you have some ideas, keep them to yourself. Play your cards close to your chest until they come to fruition. Don't tell too many people, or anyone really, don't tell anyone about any of the ideas or plans that you have that you want to put into place, because I feel like there's some situation there that someone might pull the rug out from under you, or take credit for something that you should be getting the credit for. So that is a word of warning. Forewarned is forearmed. April, play your cards close to your chest, Cancerians. Okay, because if you do, there is going to be cause for celebration. For some plans, or some, you know, it could be a proposal, marriage proposal, celebrations that come from that, the birth of a new child, celebrations that come from that, the birth of a new idea, success with a project that you've had. There's going to be celebrations around that. Okay, so there is some sort of, for some of you, there is some sort of celebration that is coming up for you in April. Some sort of celebration of some sort, something to celebrate coming up in April for you, which is really nice, which is really lovely. Hopes and dreams. Well, look, Cancerians, there is none. You've got the Magician. And the Magician is about manifesting what it is you want to bring in, manifesting the energy that you want to bring in, manifesting how your ideas are going to take hold, how you're going to bring them out. It's a very positive energy. So remain positive. Get rid of this sense of loss. Get rid of this sense of being out in the cold, overcommitting, you know, lack of finances. Get rid of that, because this is really positive. There's nothing to fear. Maintain a positive attitude and bring in the changes that you are wanting to bring in, and have a very firm belief that they are yours, that they are already manifested and they're yours for the taking. So go ahead, be the Magician and create, because look at this. This is your final card. This is the final outcome. You're going to be seeing April out with the great fanfare, great hurrah. You've got the world. Everything's going to start coming into place. Absolutely fantastic. It's your time to shine. Whatever it is you're wanting, bring it in, because by the end of April, it's going to be there for you. So you're going to have a very interesting May. And we'll have a look at that later. But get through this. Have a lot of fun with April because it's absolutely fantastic. Everything of your heart's desire, you know, it's great. Look at that. Good cards. Good cards, you know, in every aspect. What is it that you're wanting to bring in? Bring it in. Bring it in. I'm going to draw a card out for you, Cancerians, my lovely little crabs. Let's see. This is from the Laura Bowen Dreamtime cards that I love. So, let's have a look. At what's going on here. They're deciding what cards for you. Oh, they've decided. Okay. Oh, wow. You've got the eagle. So, you know, soar as high as you want. Glide with the currents. Grab all opportunities. This is about observation. Observation from a great height. Seeing the whole picture. Seeing it holistically. Eagles soar quite high and they have got a very, very acute eyesight and they can see the tiniest thing down on the terrain at great distances. So it's about soaring high, flying with the currents and observing your terrain, observing your horizon, your landscape, the opportunities that are laid before you, but also the potential deception that's laid before you. Be observant. Fantastic. Okay, here's an Osho Zen Tarot. Let's see. They're great cards. I'm really happy, you know. The people the cards so far have been absolutely fantastic. Isn't that beautiful? Receptivity. Be aware. Be receptive to what's being given to you. Be receptive to the opportunities that are being laid before you so you don't miss them. And just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Peace, harmony, beauty, everything's just there. It's just going to flow for you. So I hope that that is helpful for you. I hope it resonates. Also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign. If this doesn't resonate, that may resonate more for you. Happy, happy April. I will see you for your mid-month reading. Many blessings and enjoy April.